of UCLA 8-0 on the road at Rupp Arena against Kentucky 7-0. We take a look at the starting lineup for the Bruins of UCLA, and Steve Alford looks like this. We talked about Ball, Hamilton, a big score. Alford, the coach's son, Leaf and Welsh, the two big guys inside. And for Kentucky, Fox, Briscoe, Monk, Adebayo, and Gabriel. And four freshmen in John Calipari's starting lineup. John, his 8th year, a couple of weeks ago, picked up his 123rd win at Rupp Arena, which passed Joe B. Hall on the all-time Kentucky list. Steve Alford on the other side, his 4th season with the Bruins. They're off to their best start in 3 years. Doug Shows, John Higgins, Byron Jarrett, our officials.
All about speed, Brad. Transition defense is essential. Both clubs, beware.
An electric March Madness type atmosphere here on the first Saturday of December.
This is a good one. What a way to kick it off.
Adebayo and Welsh. Doug Shows got the ball in hand. Our college basketball season on CBS begins right now.
And right now, Brad Nessler, UCLA goes. A little bit of it.
I've been waiting for that.
It's been a while, pal.
Fox and Ball, the two guys we talked to, matched up at the points. Isaiah Briscoe is going to take the opening shot, and Leaf will pull down the miss.
He hesitated a little, and John Calipari gets mad if he doesn't take it.
Ball's going to take the first one for UCLA, a 3 that's off the mark, and Adebayo will clear it.
A peculiar delivery, but makes it.
As we said, the shots will go up quickly. We won't have to worry about the shot clock, right?
Absolutely, no violation at all. Great handle, great pressure on him, too, with Fox.
Leaf, such a smooth freshman. Watching him in practice yesterday, amazing what he can do with the ball.
Everything comes easy for him. Nice cut.
The backdoor cut by Leaf.
And what a find. You'll see a lot of that. You've got to see ball and man, where they can be devastating on the offensive end, UCLA. Good kick.
Briscoe doesn't hesitate this time, but he missed the 3. Briscoe's not a big three-point shooter. Wasn't a year ago, and has only 3 this season.
They've been working on him and trying to make him. Nice little penetration again. A little floater by the coach's son, who can deliver.
Bryce Alford makes it 4-0. John Calipari has seen enough already in the first minute and 20 seconds.
Got to do a better job on the defensive end. We talked about having vision, particularly when this guy has the ball, sees it all, delivers. Leaf, turn it over.
Just the kind of start Steve Alford would have wanted.
Oh, I'll say. Good shots. They spread the floor and challenge you.
I've seen John Calipari pull the trigger on timeouts quick, but I don't know if I've ever seen that one that fast.
And what do? They may double here. This kid is so tough inside. Jump hook, Adebayo.
And Welsh pulls down. Kentucky
Bad
still
pass.
has it. There's the first turnover and the first foul of the game.
He will do that on occasion. As all great passers, they feel they can make every delivery. And Ball is one of those guys. I had an opportunity, Brad, as I was telling you, to go to a practice, and sitting there mesmerized at what he could do in finding people. Saw a lot of that early here.
Coming off a career-high 13 assists in their win on Wednesday night.
I think he had that in the McDonald's game, too, the record.
Leads the country in assists right now. Here's Fox, and he's fouled.
Yeah, big Ball.
Talking about Lonzo Ball, and picks up the foul, and look the start he's had. 4 double-doubles in the first 8 games. Almost 10 assists a game.
Oh, you had that last night, 4 double-doubles. He does find people, though.
Oh, boy. Fox at the free throw line. 79% free throw shooter, so Kentucky's still trying to find one to drop here.
Are you amazed as I am how good and young these guys are?
And the length they have.
Yeah, it's just they played so many games, though. That gives them their maturity at this level.
There's so many McDonald's All-Americans on the floor, we should have a drive-up window at Rupp. Alford on top. Last year he had to do a lot of the dishing, and now that's in the hands of number 2.
And Monk now on ball. You can't leave Welsh alone. Great 17, 18-foot jump shot like right here.
Right there.
Oh,
and he missed one. He almost never misses right there.
The lead, very good offensive rebounder. Their leading offensive rebounder.
Did
nice
you see that outlet pass by Adebayo?
He can go three-quarter or full, can he?
John Calipari told us yesterday in his office, he says he reminds me of Wes Unseld, but none of the kids know who Wes Unseld is.
Nice.
Nice move.
That's his game. Get it to the lane with some power, Briscoe.
Alford, three. Got it.
Can't leave him alone. No space. Monk's got maybe an inch on him, but can't have any separation. Kid can drill him.
Alford with 5 to lead the way.
I'd keep going inside the number 3. Adebayo, put some pressure on their people, see if they want to double. I think he's going to hurt you at the foul line.
Briscoe backing Alford in. Got his own miss and got fouled.
Underneath, I think he may get Alford on it. But inside power is so essential. These teams are known for their transition basketball, but the ability to get to the rim and get inside lane touches, but a little space, a little nylon. Makes you pay.
Fox on the drive, had it knocked away by Leaf. Nice block.
Well, he really gave ground nicely, didn't he? Again, space.
Double pick and roll there, and it's picked up by Monk. Fox. His first field goal.
Well, you've got to identify. You know it coming in here. Both clubs adroit at getting easy baskets.
Crowd coming to life here as Kentucky's cut it to 2, and quick foul in the front court.
I think Monk's right.
That'll be his first.
But these poor officials, they're going to need a couple days off, I think, after this one. Get those puppies going up and down.
These 3 guys are in shape. I'll just say that much for them.
They have to be. They use the post rush beautifully. He has steps here as Hamilton can get organized.
Good call. Shuffled his feet. Thinking about a shot and a dribble, and did neither. Third UCLA turnover here early. Briscoe up and under.
Well, you've got to play off him, but you've got to close that baseline as well. Terrific penetration with power. Look at this pressure.
Ball kicks out. Alford. Quick movement over to Hamilton. Kentucky with a chance to lead.
What he walked to in there, did he? A little shuffle, but that's what is tough about Fox. Get in that lane. If he doesn't finish, he finds.
Timeout. Tie game. 15:50 to go first half. 7-7 between 1 and 11. And what a first month it's been, Raph.
Incredible. I think everybody feels after last year, expect the unexpected.
Right.
Everybody feels comfortable that they can play with the bigs. How about the overtime games? Incredible.
8 of the top 10 have lost. We've got number 1 and number 11 here in a 13th meeting all time between UCLA and Kentucky. But it's the first ever trip for the Bruins into Rupp Arena. Steve Alford's been here before, but that was when he was playing with Indiana.
Who was he? Who coached him, man?
I don't know. A guy named Bob something.
Pretty good run.
Sure Coach Knight is watching.
Yeah, it's his former star. Great relationship those two had. Steve was talking about it yesterday. Pretty good shooter. Can't leave him alone. Welsh being dragged away. Tough matchup for him.
You know, he had a huge game against Tennessee that I did last year. I think he had 7 threes, and he had a big 3 in the SEC championship game in overtime. He's not a guy you can leave out there.
No, he's a great weapon, too.
And there's a walk again.
That's pressure again. They, at least in my mind, UCLA, have been in a little bit of a hurry.
You can get the CBS Sports app for inside access to UCLA, Kentucky, or your favorite team from signing day to game day. You'll get instant coverage of every moment from every angle. Download the CBS Sports app today.
I was impressed. Every usher in the place knew you. You've been here a few times, I think.
Yeah.
You make a donation to the school? Nice cross.
Fox.
A little lingerie on the deck.
9-0 Kentucky run now.
Got to watch that off arm. Instant offense in the game, number 3, Holiday.
And another UCLA turnover. And here comes Malik Monk. Tough. And rejected by Ball.
How about that? Stance.
Adebayo's asking for it on the low block against Welsh.
And he does a nice job defensively, Welsh.
Fox from the elbow, got it in one. No, he wasn't fouled.
How confident is he to put it back in the defender's face?
I thought they had a hand on him. And now Kentucky's doubled UCLA. Ball mishandled it again, but it came free to Welsh.
You can't. That's what he does. If he breaks you down, you step up in the back line. They hit either Hamilton or Welsh, who are unerring.
Nice. Wow, what a crossover. Wow.
Wow, a little egg on the face. That could be embarrassing. Get it?
Alford.
Double tick. They got it right.
Off his hand, another Bruin turnover.
Well, there are ankle breakers and occasionally knee and back breakers. Look at this dance. On a string and in the fine. Send it in at the rim, but all because of a foxy maneuver.
And then Willis with the finish, and he's got 5 off the Kentucky bench. Isaac Humphries checks in for the first time for Kentucky.
A little power, tough kid. He's got a little offensive game on that box, too.
7-footer and about 260. Willis, another 3. This one won't go. And it's Humphries with the putback.
Nice rebound, huh?
Wow.
Leaf comes in, he gets sky.
And now Briscoe bumps. I don't think they heard the whistle. It's so loud in here.
A little additional. I think Briscoe heard it. He's going to let him know. There's some physical play as you attack that rim.
Kentucky has not turned the ball over yet. Andy Bogu checks in for UCLA. Monk's going to sit for Kentucky, and Dominic Hawkins will come in.
Andy Bogu, physical kind of a player.
Aaron Holiday now in the backcourt for the Bruins as well.
And they do a nice job on their post.
Leaf tried to leave it in the middle. He did get it inside to the big fella, and Andy Bogu.
It didn't look pretty, but effective.
That stops the bleeding a little bit for the Bruins. And John Calipari told his kids at practice yesterday, they're going to come out all fired up on the road, playing in rough. They're going to have a lot of emotion, a lot of energy, but the first time we hit them back, we'll see how they react, and that's kind of what happened in the opening minutes here.
Pretty much.
Hawkins 3. Got it.
How about that? He does a lot of things. He makes that. He's special.
One of the rare seniors you'll ever see for Kentucky. And UCLA, another turnover. That's just 7.
The building is alive and is having its impact, but none more than number 0 in your program, maybe number 1 in your heart. Little find. Hawkins able to deliver.
The Bruins have turned it over 4 times in their last 6 trips.
They just got to relax a little bit when they're half-court set.
Fox will try 3. And Leaf's got another rebound.
A little bit of a settle, huh?
Holiday's going straight up with it.
He can shoot it. He's like their 6th starter, really. This kid plays with such confidence. A little chip on the shoulder, too. Competitive as heck.
13 points a game, coming off an 18-point game on Wednesday night. And that's his first basket. Makes it a 5-point game.
I have a scoop for you. They're under 15 on the shot clock.
It only happened one other time. That was on the other end.
Leaf is the threat from out there.
And Alford gets bumped by Hawkins.
He can play a little point, too. He had it last year. Much more effective off the basketball for this team.
Strong 4-minute segment for the Wildcats. They lead at home by 5. Brad Nessler, Bill Raftery, and our CBS crew at Rupp Arena, where Kentucky leads courtesy of their freshman point guard.
Boy, De'Aaron Fox has been so clever. A great crosser. I love the spring he gets either on that little floater or look at this. Up about 4 feet for that knockdown. And this one is, come on along for the ride. I got you on a string. And then the find for Willis.
Number 4 in the country in assists. Lonzo Ball on the other side. He's got it right now. Number 1 in the country. Just freshman. Both 6'3".
So he's got to be careful, particularly with Fox. I think he can beat this guy with a bounce now. Adebayo.
Now a switch out. Adebayo.
Oh, tough shot. Oh.
That rattled out. Still loose. Picked up by Willis. The lob underneath. The Monk.
He can linger a while. He bailed out a tough pass by Willis with that athleticism.
Willis is going to say that's right where he wanted to put it.
It's his first assist. Look at
Here's another UCLA turnover. Monk leaves it for Fox. Up. And a muscle rebound coming out of there by Anadolu.
That's what he's got to do. Be a little more physical.
And a runner by Alford's off the mark.
They are just rattled a little bit right now. They got to get their composure. Starts on this end, but they're late on the cut.
Oh, that's back-to-back dimes by Willis, this time to Hawkins.
Ball, not only you have to get back, but you've got to get at the rim to deny that cut. Split the rim.
Steve Alford hoping his troops settle in here. If they turn it over again and Kentucky scores, he's going to have to stop the bleeding and call a timeout. Alford got a look and got a 3, and there's a foul underneath.
I think Willis with the checkout, or they're going the other way.
Yep, it's going to be on Willis.
Yeah, but once again, the penetration, you just can't let this guy get in the middle. Ball really finds some people, and again, if you overhelp as Fox did, sniffing the help on the post, Alford can drill him.
Well, you're going to figure that with the dad he has and the coach he has, that he'd be a good three-point shooter, and Bryce Alford is all of that.
Now, this kid last year took a lot of heat from those people out in L.A. Never said anything. Talking to the dad, just, you know, his composure, just played through it. And this year, such a comfort zone, that ball at the point, him off the ball.
He said he had so many jobs to do last year, he wasn't sure which one to do as well as he could. And with Ball in there, he doesn't have to worry about that. It's Isaac Hamilton's first basket of the game. And it's down to 4. Got a whistle in the lane. It's going to be on Anadolu.
And he likes to bang people.
Ike's a big guy, 6'10", 250.
You looked like that when you were younger. Somewhat, anyhow.
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
You were raised in
you and I both had dark hair at that point.
You were raised in a ski chalet, I know. Tough matchup for Golemon now, too. Gabriel.
Hawkins misses this time. Kept alive. Nice move underneath by Gabriel.
That kid is a player. He's got some motor. You've got to stick him. He's going to make you pay.
Got great length, about a 7'1" wingspan.
Well, they really denied beautifully. Just an inch or 2 away. A little small change on the penetration. The reach in by Gabriel.
That's the first on Gabriel. Now Monday for comedy that really rocks. Check out a new Kevin Can Wait. Special guest star, the one and only Billy Joel. There'll be some piano music going on there. Don't miss TV's #1 new comedy Monday at 8/7 Central. Only CBS.
Bottle of red. Almost.
9-minute mark. Ball trying to drive on Hawkins. Throws up a prayer that isn't answered. Kept alive by his teammates though. And he saves it to Leaf.
Well, they're right there, just inches away from steals.
Hamilton draws a foul underneath on Adebayo.
A nice little challenge. The gutsy performer, Aaron Holiday. We saw him make the 3. Just goes right at the big guy, and then that little baby hook you have to play with the big guys.
Holiday will go to the free throw line. 73% on the season so far through 8 games.
They just got to stay in touch, Brad. And right now, UCLA, they're playing a little rattled.
Today, 3 Eastern, the road to the Final Four continues over on CBS Sports Network. VCU Flashes with the Fighting Illini, only on the 24-hour of CBS Sports. 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Holloway's second of 2 is good.
I saw VCU played here. They got down like 16-0 to Princeton. Ended up winning. They just get after you. Speaking of defense, little stack set.
Calipari thought he would see more zone from UCLA today. Not the case so far. Hawkins. Followed by Adebayo. Hello, Bam.
Bam, bam. I am. Anytime you get in the lane, though, you step up. You don't stick the guy properly. And that guy needs a couple of bodies on him.
Quick ball movement underneath. And the other big guy, Andy Bogu.
Nice look. They really used the post and slip extremely well.
Adebayo and Andy Bogu going head to head. And Leafs got another rebound.
Nice pass, though.
Ball, long three. Leaf trying to
Look at this
follow.
kid go.
And goaltending.
How about that? He came from the top of the key. Wow. That is amazing, but none more special than this ability to get to the rim. Everybody steps up. Who got the bam? The bam, 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 bam.
Bam, bam.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, ma'am. And then we got one on the other end.
You like this one? Coming from way outside. This is it.
UCLA shooting better than Kentucky so far, but the turnovers have been a big issue for them. Nonetheless, a 3-point game. Brad Nessel, Bill Raftery. Steve Alford told us yesterday, I don't want to rope-a-dope. I want to punch these guys when we're on the road. They did that. Kentucky punched back, and now we got kind of a seesaw battle going on.
There is a lot of punching going on, no question about it, but valuing the ball becomes essential, I think. And as we were talking yesterday, you were saying this is their first big road test, and against a team that just gets after you and plays the passing lane, they make you pay for a turnover. They got 9 points at the other end because of mistakes that they were able to make. So just to be in touch now has got to be comforting for the coaching staff, I think, for UCLA. And no zone, by the way, if you're talking to John Calipari. We may see it, though, second half, if they continue to punish inside.
Kentucky with Fox, Monk, Briscoe, Willis, and Adebayo on the floor.
Love the ball screen and then roll.
UCLA almost had a steal of its own there. Monk on the drive. That's goaltending on Andy Bogu.
Well, he was up big, too. Terrific penetration really causes problems whether you get the basket or you get the follow. Both teams can punish you in that way. More so Kentucky early. Where you can turn your Fox.
Everything's contested, isn't it?
It sure is.
But 2 contested that time. It's a foul on De'Aaron.
His feet move quickly. It's just his quick stutter moves defensively, slides them.
Cal told us yesterday he thinks his team is 3 to 4 weeks maybe ahead of what schedule he had in mind for him. With that many young guys as he's so brilliantly put together every year.
I don't know how he does it, to be honest with you. And you know what's amazing about him? We all know what a great recruiter he is and how these kids are prepared for the next level. If people could see him in the gym, and I saw him at UMass and in Memphis as well, just amazing how he details everything. But it's lost with the luster of these wonderful talents, you know? People don't understand how difficult it is to get great players to perform like this.
Just because they're players of the year and All-Americans and McDonald's All-Americans doesn't mean they're going to play well if you don't put them together in the right spots. And he's done that over the course of his 8 years here.
A little slippage there as Briscoe tried to use the screen, errant pass by Fox.
So UCLA can draw within 1. A 3-pointer would tie it.
I like the way Steve Alford has rotated people. Fresh bodies, nice slip by Leaf.
Leaf the kick out to Welsh. Missed from the elbow. Leaf got it back and a little lay-in.
He's their offensive rebounder. He can go distances to get rebounds.
Averages 9 a game, and he's well above that pace right now. But Kentucky has an answer on the other end.
You cannot win if you let a guy come down the lane like that. just challenge. Defense isn't even set. Don't get a really good angle. Don't get a pinch on the side. So tough, this kid, keeping him out of there, though. Easier said than done.
Aaron Fox, a Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of Texas, out of Houston, trying to cap a three-point play, and does. So he's got 10.
And all ready to guard, too. That's what I love about him. He can turn people, set you up for a steal.
Lee for three. Didn't get the roll.
Good shot, though, for that. Carry, or no, they got an offensive foul? I guess Lee. Yeah.
It's his second.
Had the big guy down in the box there. Adebayo. I don't know how you stop him if you're undersized. What a specimen.
Should be in the 1-on-1 here, aren't we? Yep.
Well, you do a lot of football. I mean, he's got a football body, doesn't he?
You know, he's built like, to me, Dwight Howard.
Oh, yeah. Out of Atlanta there. You probably saw him in high school.
I did.
Yeah.
Adebayo's got 3. Monday, Matt LeBlanc is a man with a plan. A hilarious new comedy right after a new Kevin Can Waits. Monday, only CBS. Bam, 6'10" freshman out of Little Washington, North Carolina.
63% free throw.
Looked like 100% in those two.
He'll get better. Look who's on ball right now. Adebayo. This is interesting.
Holiday to wrap around to Welsh, who waits for the traffic to go by.
You're right. Great patience. Once again, Holiday, and you're not back, you're going to pay.
And Monk makes them pay.
That's too easy. That was 4 seconds, by the way.
Pace slows just for a moment for everybody to catch their breath, including the packed house at Rupp. Fans thought Alford should have had an offensive foul for a push-off. Instead, he ends up with an assist over to Hamilton.
He's got to be careful. He did that earlier as well. Look at this little shake.
Nice ball movement by the Cats. Monk short on a 3. Ball will clear it ahead. Little 2-on-2, and Holiday lays it in.
Nice cross step. Look at him come right back at you.
1-point game. Monk, 3, yes.
He can stroke and elevate. Patience by Fox. The trail guy, so dangerous.
He had 7 threes in the win over Michigan State. That's his first of the day. Every time UCLA gets within 1, they either turn it over or Kentucky scores on the other end.
And I think he could have gone by Adebayo, and Welsh was zigging one way, but how about this little Euro? Nice finish. A guy that can fill it up quickly for UCLA, and just the patience here. Everybody goes back to identify. Get those puppies organized and drill it. Big time performer, Monk.
As we approach 4 minutes, it's a 4-point game.
Welsh doing a really good job on denial. Adebayo's got to really dig in and beg harder.
They're going at it on the low block, and now Adebayo comes out to set a pick, gets it back, and hooks it out to Briscoe. Wide open triple. That's not his thing.
That's a fast break starter, too, those long ones. How about the effort? Huh?
Adebayo with a block shot on the other end. Fox, another crossover. You can hear everybody, including me, go, ooh.
The janitor's going to pick up a lot of trousers in this building.
We're under 4. Adebayo from 17.
Welsh with a good rebound. Hawkins with the giveaway, I think. If he makes that shot, he's going to be awfully good.
You're not kidding. This game's been awfully good on both ends. 3:45 remaining first half. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Adam Zucker and the College Football Today crew will preview the SEC championship game between number 1 Alabama and number 15 Florida from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. And Brett Stover will update you on all the scores and highlights. That's coming up. AT&T at the half. Adam and BJ and Rick going to have a busy day today. 33 years ago, that young man for Indiana came in as a freshman, coached by Bob Knight, of course. Steve Alford had 17 points, but it was in a losing effort to Kentucky. His first trip to Rupp. His team's now first trip ever to Rupp.
He doesn't look much different.
He doesn't look much different.
Correspondent, I think he still has that jacket. Or he left it at Keeneland, one of the two.
Welsh at the free throw line.
I admire Steve last year. You know, a lot of things were said. And like you saw before the game, right?
His wife, Tanya, who is here. His mom and dad are here as well. Sam and Sharon. Welsh knocks in both. Steve was telling us his mom and dad have seen every game so far this year, so he's having fun. His dad, who coached him.
Sure.
Sam.
Not a really nice man. Of course, he was on the bench at Iowa, if you recall.
That's right.
Nice pull-up. He's very good at that. Tough shot, good contest.
And Briscoe finally gets the loose ball.
I got the little nickel dimer.
It's going to be on Alford. Bryce is the middle of the three children for the Alfords, as their other son works with the team. Corey's the video guy. Kayla, their daughter, just started college at Cal Lutheran, pretty close to where they live out in California.
He's got to make free throws, though, Briscoe.
And he didn't last year.
Going the other way, maybe Humphreys, the big guy?
Yep.
You know, Steve gave a year back of his contract, and he felt that it was unacceptable how they performed, and I certainly wouldn't have done that.
No, I wouldn't either.
But I think he realized how important this basketball program is in that state and at that university.
We were kidding around with his wife about that, too. She said, I don't get involved with that. I just say, go do your job.
Very sympathetic.
Yeah. Sounds like something your wife or my wife would say. Hamilton missed.
Here they go, a little straight out. I thought they were going zone there for a second.
UCLA, after having the early lead, has cut it to one a couple of times, and every time they do, it seems like Fox or Monk hit a shot on the other end.
It's not too good an idea to go under that close to the rim. He can really stick that jumper.
He's got a dozen.
Tough match here. Briscoe's such a great defender.
Holiday, he got by Fox. I'm not sure how.
This kid's a gamer. He wants to play here. He wants to guard Fox.
He's clapping his hands saying, bring it on. Briscoe, that's his game, penetration. But he comes up short, and we're going to have another foul on Humphreys. Just way too aggressive trying to get the rebound.
And that's what these teams do, though. The defense turns their heads on penetration. But you go under twice. You certainly pay as he can stick him big time, but turning that corner, a little chicken arm is what the crowd's a little upset about. Solid kid. Wow.
Off the bench and has 10 points. Isaac Hamilton, their leading scorer with 18. He's got 5 so far today. Monday, on an all-new Colbert, don't miss Jason Bateman, one of my favorites. Then Tuesday, Stephen sits down with Vice President Joe Biden. All-new Colbert this week on CBS.
Cal over there working the sidelines is showing the hook to all the officials.
Here we are, tie game for the second time.
What a learning laboratory this is for both teams. Competitive at every spot.
As you told me off the air a few minutes ago, win or lose, you're going to learn a lot in this game.
Sure will.
Fox retreats, refires, and steal by Holiday.
Outfought.
Holiday for the lead. Oh, what a three.
That kid, he amazes me. You watch this team, such a valuable commodity.
They trailed by as many as 9. And now they're up 3, and we're under 2 minutes. Gabriel tried triple. I'm sure that's the shot they were looking for.
A little bit of a rush shot, not a good one.
Well, that has silenced the 23,000 plus at Rupp Arena.
Briscoe really gets into you, too. You got to be careful, get an offensive foul.
Hamilton.
Welsh.
And foul underneath on Welsh.
The ability to knock down shots so important when you got this aggressive defense. Now you got to go right up on the guy. Now it's going to open up your dribble game. A good ball movement. Both teams so unselfish, it's contagious.
And 1:32 remaining. 1-1 on the other end. Adebayo, who hit his first two.
Number 2 on Welsh, I guess, huh?
Yep. Welsh and Lee with 2 for the Bruins.
When they make free throws, they can get their defense set up and be aggressive at the point of attack.
You know, Adebayo hit his free throws in practice pretty well yesterday, too, so maybe he's starting to find a groove a little bit.
Gaining confidence. They were working on that jump shot at the foul line, too, which will enable other people to roam low. He made a good pass and a high low.
Well done. Cuts it to 1. Now the crowd comes back.
Good ball movement side to side. Tough match for Willis.
He stays with it, though. Here's Alford for 3. Briscoe in transition. All the way. Both guys hit the deck high.
If he were a running back, goodness, he turns the corner and just attacks. Reckless abandon with some strength, some power, and this is the left hand. He turns and he does not mind contact. Well, that is great aggressive basketball.
There's a lot of contact on the floor. Those 2 landed right there in front of our camera. And that'll send Isaiah Briscoe to the free throw line. Watching in practice, you know, last year he was not an afterthought, but a good defensive player, averaged just under 10 a game, got some tough rebounds, couldn't shoot free throws. You go watch him now. He's the sophomore. He's the leader. And we said John Calipari, and he sort of said it in passing. I said, it looks like Briscoe's your leader. He goes, oh, it's his team.
Yeah, but you know, John was over writing notes. Is they're just going to check, see if anything's malicious. I think it's just a play on.
Yeah, me too.
But John is like, settling his notes before he goes to the, and Briscoe brings them all together.
Yep.
A little conversation. Something about kids who they either have it and just the rule is expressed. We've got a little excessive contact on occasion.
I'm with you. I think that was just a tough foul, tough drive. And we'll wait and see what Doug Shows and John Higgins are over at the scores table. Meanwhile, a little breather here for both teams with 1:13 remaining. Here's another look.
I think it's just a quick look at this thing. I mean, that's just good basketball. They happen to fall on one another. I'm going to sell advertising on the back, I think.
And I think they're about ready to come out of the monitor. And they're going to explain it to John Calipari and say, there's nothing we can call other than a foul. I think that's what they're saying.
Right. John's been busy on a book tour. Running around.
He draws a crowd at book signings.
No question. He was up in New York the whole day with the media. These are great exchanges. I wish we could mic these. You know, it's a little conning here and there.
And they just walk down and say 2 free throws for Isaiah Briscoe.
Okay, this kid gets better with his stroke. He's going to have a career, I think.
He's had 20 or more 3 times this year so far.
They're actually looking at another play right there. A recoil. And that one could have gotten their attention.
I guess.
Yeah.
Briscoe rattles out the second one.
Well, it is tough to keep the Adebayo away from that rim, though. You got to squeeze him. There's the full court pressure now. Did you stand up?
Not me.
Are they after the ball, or they thought it was a walk maybe on Hamilton?
Minute to go and a half in a tie game. Both teams come in averaging over 95 a game.
The ball's not attacking as I would expect.
He's had a tough go. He's had 5 turnovers. A fade away. Oh, lucky shot.
He's a terrific player. Hamilton. Family, the lineage is pretty darn good as well. Brothers are big-time players.
Kentucky looking to tie it again or take the lead, and there's going to be a foul over the back on Goleman.
Gigi at a disadvantage strength-wise, though, but doing a good job three-quarter, and that enables everybody to stay home. Welsh did a wonderful job. You don't have to double.
Back to the free throw line. Bam Adebayo 4 for 4. As Raf said earlier, came in shooting 63%, but he's been spot on today. Even getting a friendly roll that time. Hawkins is going to check back in, and Willis will come out for Kentucky.
Now, you play both these teams, you have to be fundamentally sound with your dribble, with your pass, with your cut. You just put so much pressure on you to rely on your individual skills.
This for the tie again. And Goleman, who had the foul, gets the rebound. And a quick timeout. We'll take one with you. 30.6 seconds remaining in the first half. UCLA on the road, up 1. At noon Eastern on CBS Sports Network, followed by the Auto Trader College Football Today on CBS Sports. And then Vern Lundquist will have his final call of that great rivalry. Vern, Gary, and Allie will be along later on this afternoon from the Georgia Dome in the SEC Championship game, Alabama and Florida. We're down to 15 seconds remaining in our tip-off game on CBS Sports between number 1 and number 11. It's been back and forth, back and forth. 5 on the shot clock. Ball, long ball, got it! Wow.
It's peculiar. It almost looks like almost a steal by Alford. It almost looks like a Jim Furyk golf swing, but he gets it into that hitting area.
At least it doesn't look like Charles Barkley's golf swing. At any rate, the first field goal by Ball gives UCLA right before the buzzer the halftime lead.
Nylon from deep, but the big guy to linger in large.
3-pointer by Ball, and at the break, UCLA on the road with a 49-45 halftime lead. Great atmosphere at Rupp Arena. We'll send you to Adam Zucker in Atlanta with the AT&T halftime coming up after these messages. CBS Sports College basketball coverage is sponsored by Sonic. This is how you Sonic. DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you got to get DirecTV. And by PayPal. A better way to pay is here. PayPal is new money. 49-45 as we take a look at the Northwestern Mutual first half stats. 58% from the floor. Not bad, Raf.
Unbelievable. The turnovers jump out, but three-point shooting by UCLA has really been their main weapon.
You know, they came in third in the country in three-point shooting. They're showing us why here.
You know, they're so unselfish. And Steve said to us yesterday, we make open shots. You can't help off the terrific shooters. And it certainly is an eye-opener early in the afternoon. But drilling them, great spacing, extra pass, you name it. The ability to make it by so many, often Alford, Hamilton, etc. And down the other end.
Led the way in assists and in scoring with 12. He's been a special player so far in his first half.
He sure has. He has just done some amazing things with his ability with the basketball, either to finish for himself or find.
We told everybody an hour ago, if you like points, stick around. We're on pace for 98 for UCLA. They average 97. Kentucky has to come from behind on their home floor as we start the second half.
And I think both teams will settle down a little bit, too. Occasionally raggy. Tough match for Willis here.
Alford's going to try to blow by, and his teardrop will not go down, but Welsh's hook will.
He just bodied his man underneath. The big fella, a position rebounder par excellence.
This is the biggest lead of the game now for UCLA. They finished the half on a 12-4 run. They've added 2 here, so they're on a 14-4 push right now.
Yeah, Welsh with that little giveaway, number 3. That puts him at a disadvantage right away.
And he's going to sit right away. And that means Andy Bogle will come back in for him. So that takes away a mid-range shooter and a good rebounder.
It just gives you a little physical presence. Not much of an offensive threat at this point, although he finishes at the rim, Andy Bogle.
Willis gave up the 3, takes a 2.
It's a tough shot. Great check out by Ball.
2 freshmen going at it there on a loose ball. Good hustle by both guys. It'll be Kentucky ball.
Sure was. We'll be borrowing money from these two someday, but just terrific hustle, scrappy play, feisty at a high talent level.
And those loans will come sooner rather than later.
For the viewing public, it's sad to say. Take your pick on that double high.
Fox will kick it back out. Monk with a pull-up from the free throw line.
Oh, he just explodes when he gets those puppies organized. Pull-up. Magnificent.
11 for Malik. Ball pushes Alford and says, you take the point for a minute. Won't last long, I don't think, but they get the pass in the low post to Leaf.
Nice kick. Extra pass.
Hamilton, 3.
Big time basketball right there. The ball has to get back to Ball's hands. He's one of those kids, he makes plays. Don't do anything silly. Get it back. He's a terrific decision maker.
UCLA by 7 now. Nice up and under. Adebayo's going to get a second chance, but he got it blocked. Fans looking for a foul. Alford looking for a 3. Foul by Andy Bogut.
Wow.
You said physical presence.
He's got my vote. It's not the same height, but I'll settle for, in basketball parlance, a soft enough, a resounding. Send it in, Ike. Ooh.
Back to the end of the first half. UCLA had a 19-6 run, and Rath, they've done it in a variety of ways.
They have really competed on the glass. I mean, that was the one area I thought was a big concern coming in here, but the aggressive, solid attack. Andy Bogut, was that a little physical presence?
At home, 13-3 when trailing at half, which they were by 4 here. And as coaching a #1 team, Cal is 69-6. So he doesn't lose often, but his team's right now in a 9-point hole.
And the crowd a little stunned with that shot of them.
Here's a lob on the back door, and it's picked off by Leaf.
That's one of those, if it's there, look. Good reaction, well scouted and prepared.
UCLA had all those early turnovers, and in the last almost 14 minutes, they've only had 1, and that's helped the turnaround.
And it's coming back the ball a little more, which certainly helps. Good elevation here.
He knows fade away.
He knows he's got the inches, and a good read by Ball. Very simple. I would like to see Ball penetrate just a little bit more. Make these guys work on that defensive end.
Double-digit lead for UCLA. Adebayo on the baseline. And Leaf's got another rebound.
Big-time rebounder, isn't he? Square. Both like Jerry Lucas. There you go.
That's the turnover story we were talking about. And now Leaf offensively with an up and under.
Pretty rebound.
Kick out. Ball got it out to Hamilton. And that might have been a push-off there by Andy Bogut, but no call. Gets to finish after all that hard work.
Well, they spread you around, and you've got to go out and attack, which opens up the ability to put it on the floor and find some people. They can all ring the bell.
I'm telling you, there's a stunned 23,000 plus right now. 13-point UCLA lead. Where's the offense going to come from for Kentucky?
When Fox comes back in.
Good point.
He's the one guy, the catalyst, but just the understanding of where to be defensively, that little brush screen, then you go to the other end and not afraid to step back, take advantage of size, and also to finish at the rim. This kid is talented. You're going to hear about him for a long time.
Isaiah Briscoe to the free throw line, 1 of 3 today. He struggled there last year as well, 46% from the stripe. It's not that he doesn't work at it. John Calipari told us he came back from one of his book signings the other night, late at night, and who was in the gym shooting free throws? Briscoe.
Well, that's the leadership in him. No question about it. And not thinking past this game, but Kentucky gets better as the year progresses.
Sure.
You know, this is a great opportunity for teaching. Obviously, you want to get out of here with a win.
Got them both.
Here comes that pressure.
Fox on ball.
Ball's playing a little more confidence now, I think. Mismatch here. You can use the dribble. Don't settle deep.
He's going to settle deep. He's going to miss it. Adebayo, the outlet to Fox.
Open in the corner. He didn't hit Gabriel.
Whoops, slipped, but he did keep it alive. Briscoe's going to try 3. Gabriel, offensive rebound.
He has some motor, that kid. Nice pass.
And rejected as Briscoe goes in, and Andy Bogut sends it in to the 3rd row.
How about that? That's a message, kind of a block, a little like Patrick Ewing. I own this domain around the rim. Don't come here with some soft stuff. He has been tough. Ike on the money.
Continues next Saturday. Kentucky head coach and the '78 national champs, Joe B. Hall, as he always is, over our left shoulder here.
Oh, sweetheart. 78 champs. And he gave me a little note. We were talking about it. Only school with 5 different coaches to win an NCAA title. You know, Rupp, Joe B., Rick,
Tubby,
and John.
Yep.
Pretty impressive.
Joe B's star in that '78 championship game was just out here during the timeout, making the Y of Kentucky. Goose Givens, who, what Goose had 36 in that game?
41.
41.
And Spanarco was guarding him, by the way. One of our colleagues. I said, did you ever know he was free? As this kid can light it up for him. They need him to spark their comeback here.
They had missed 13 of the last 15 shots, they being Kentucky, and now Fox, their leading scorer, gives them a little life on the other end. And on the defensive end, the steal. Monk. And it pinned against the glass.
Underneath on the way up.
By Hamilton. Hall splits 2 defenders up and under.
There you go.
Lonzo Ball.
He's got it all, this kid.
Hit that big 3-pointer right before the halftime buzzer, and now he's got his first field goal of the second half.
And that really loosens you up, too, as a player. A little more confidence.
Monk elevates.
So good at that turn. You got a shortcut on him. Even if he fades, you go recover. You don't let him turn the corner. Explosive.
Single digits again at 9. You can tell the crowd is looking for a Kentucky stop. And a little bit of a run by the Wildcats. Alford.
Hands.
Foul by Fox. Well, fans think it's Bull. Tuesday, you think Dr. Jason Bull is trouble? Wait until you meet his ex-wife. Michael Weatherly stars the TV's #1 news show, Bull. New episode Tuesday after NCIS, only CBS.
I said that a lot on the sideline. Nice screen to set it up. Ball with the assist.
Alford double figures with 10 now.
Where do you go? That's the key now, I think, for Fox. If it breaks down, they really haven't established inside, settling for these jumpers, and if he can make that,
they're going to give him that one.
Yeah. Find out if he can drill him.
Briscoe with 7. 6 minutes into the second half. Number 11 UCLA trying to pull a upset at Rupp.
Yeah, they got to toughen up on this end. Be there on the catch, deny.
Leaf. 3.
And how about the find? Those where everybody is. The more you watch basketball, the great guards, the ball comes back to them for them to make decisions.
Briscoe this time trying to penetrate and does. Isaiah Briscoe trying to take it upon his shoulders, the muscular ones that they are, to try to get Kentucky back in this thing.
He has some toughness.
Alford against Briscoe. Going to call a foul on Briscoe. The fans don't like that one.
Now, he did foul before the charge. No question about it. The hands are in there. He is a tough kid defensively. They called it before that happened. Now, we have seen that arm extended 3 times, so he's got to be careful. The next time he does it, we'll go against him. Now, they saw the push-off upstairs. They're saying more than Bull, I think.
The other part of it.
They're promoting our show.
Only CBS. And only Rupp fans.
Was that deep? I don't know if that's a good one, though.
Willis with a rebound. Fox trying to go all the way.
You put so much pressure on the penetration, you get caught underneath the rim, and unfortunately, right, Brad, for UCLA.
Welsh has 4.
Yep.
And he'll go back to the bench, and to take his spot is Antibogu again. Meanwhile, Adebayo trying to cap a 3-point play to put himself in double figures, and does. He's perfect. Take that back. He's 5 out of 6 6 out of 7 rather from the free throw line. Here comes the crowd, and there goes the timeout. Steve Alford says, I'm going to quiet him if I can right now. 12:49 remaining. You knew number 1 Kentucky wasn't going away. The lead is down to 7. The timeout Steve Alford just took was for 2 reasons. Settle his kids and settle the crowd at the same time if you can.
This is a great atmosphere, and if you can be calm and do your job under the gun like this, you've got yourself a basketball team, and I think UCLA does.
That guy's lonely. Now the chance at defense. Holiday gives it up. Had an open 3.
Not his game. They were going crazy, but that was a check down. No, Briscoe, he got Leaf. Knew he had the size disadvantage.
Back-to-back fouls on Isaiah now. He's got 3.
Well, John doesn't have to get excited. He can let the crowd do it, huh?
Exactly.
You can just see that little side slip. Hockey check. Pretty. Oh, and no foul.
Now there's one. That's going to be on Holiday.
Well, they've run some great out-of-bounds plays. You've got to face the ball towards the corner.
So the last time they did that, it was Alford who got it.
Yeah, exactly. The guards have been springing free.
Kentucky has Hawkins in the lineup now. Briscoe's going to get a breather. Hawkins a good shooter from the outside.
And they got Willis on the wing too. So you look for Fox eventually, if they don't go low, to do some penetrating and find or take it.
Fox will take it himself. Easy rebound for UCLA. 3 guys there.
They're letting the opposite guy take the ball up, UCLA, which I think is a good move. Opposite Fox. That's not a good foul.
Picks up his 3rd. So now Kentucky's got some issues with their backcourt. Fox has 3, and Briscoe on the bench has 3.
Now these guards put a lot of pressure on you as a defender.
Briscoe wanted to check back in, and the ball was in play before he got to the scores table.
Well, they're doing a lot of complaining now. They got Monk. He said he didn't touch him. First half, they were really good without fouling Kentucky. They're going to get back to that.
Sometimes that sense of urgency when you get in a 9 or 10, or in their case, a 13-point hole, you start getting kind of handsy.
Start reaching in. Little flex screen on the baseline.
Here he goes.
They all can spot up and drill him, and they find him too.
3rd 3 for Hamilton.
It all starts with ball. He makes it so contagious for this team to be unselfish. Holiday there.
That's going to be his 3rd. What a game. Bruins just keep pouring it from outside. 15 for number 10. And they've got the lead on the road by 10. CBS Sports College basketball coverage is sponsored by Mercedes-Benz, the best or nothing. Taco Bell, sometimes you gotta live Moss. And by Verizon, it's always a great gift on Verizon. 3rd straight year these 2 teams have gotten together. Last year, it was at Pauley Pavilion, Kentucky's first trip exactly a year ago today. And Thomas Welsh led all scorers with 21. The Brewers had 5 players in double figures. They won by 10, handing the Wildcats their first loss of the season. Kentucky was number 1 at the time. 10-point win right now on the road for UCLA, a 10-point lead. And we've got 11:49 to go.
And ball has settled in now. Last 13 minutes, 5 assists, no turnovers. And they have been solid. John getting a little piece of the action.
Isaiah Briscoe. 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. 42 straight wins. Last loss was to Arkansas. Still a long ways to go, but they've got to find some offense. They don't have a Jamal Murray type guy that can just knock down 25, you know?
No, not at all. The Monk will be that guy, I think, as the year progresses. Nice little, didn't see him on the cut. They got an offensive foul, though. Big Ike. And Bogu. And you see that frustration on an empty trip.
That's 3 on Adi Bogu.
But he's got great composure on that sideline. Much like his former coach.
We haven't seen a chair fly yet.
Oh, you were tough. One of the greatest of all time, I think, Bob Knight.
Steve was there for that chair being tossed. And stepping on the baseline. Briscoe, turnover Kentucky. They haven't had a lot of them, but that one's costly when you're trying to get back to within 7. And they trail by 9.
Not a good play by Willis that far. Nothing you can do once he catches it out there. He's got to turn and be a player.
It's 2 on Derek Willis. The Aaron Fox is going to come back in, and Hawkins will sit.
He comes right after ball. Great defender.
There's the matchup.
And they like their hands extended to take away a passing lane.
Now it's Willis trying to stay with ball. The lob underneath. He got it back.
How alert is that kid? He's looking at the clock now. He's going to take him himself.
It's 5 on the shot clock. Oh, and a late foul.
4 seconds, too.
Yeah. Adebayo did not want that one. Not at that point.
Just stand your ground. Challenge the shot. Took it to a big guy.
.71% free throw shooter. First trip there today. His brother is already committed to UCLA for next year. LiAngelo Ball.
Big, strong kid, too.
Built like a tight end, they tell us. 6'6", 240. Had 72 points the other night in the game.
What a family when you think of it. Third brothers.
And then LaMelo is the young one, right?
Yeah. You say he's terrific as well.
11-point game. Almost a midway point of the half. Again, they leave Briscoe open for 3.
So he stepped out
on the baseline again.
He's got to use good judgment as he goes by there.
Or he's got to get smaller shoes.
Yeah. Well, he's a wide body, no question about it. Wow. That's one of those anticipation you can't get by with that largesse.
Not enough real estate, as big as this building is.
Nice curl.
How about that in the lane?
Ike is a guy you can lose your man on, and wisely, Hamilton. Shooters and scorers are great without the ball.
They have 6 guys coming into this game, Raft, averaging in double figures. We mentioned by winning last year they had 5. They got 4 in double figures right now. And Adebayo's going to the free throw line.
That's the answer. He's got to establish himself. They've got to look for him. He can punish people, put them on the bench with foul problems, finish with 3-point plays. You just can't get around those shoulders. You don't have enough quarters.
Ike Anibogu now with 4 fouls. So Welsh and Anibogu all both with 4 fouls for UCLA.
Goleman in for that reason.
And Anibogu will sit with those 4.
Now, he was injured, and they couldn't wait to get him back. You can see why. Very impressive inside defensively.
Adebayo got the second.
And once again, let ball play off. Take away the stress for him. And get it to him late.
On the drive, Holiday rejected. And Fox trying to come out of the pile, and they say Leaf knocked it out of bounds.
Great hustle.
Kentucky ball.
Great hustle by Fox. The extra adjustment because of the bigs at the rim caused this miss. You just see Willis and then the negation behind. Solid.
Kentucky trying to cut it to 10 again as we're under 10 to play.
Go to the well. Get away from him.
Nice drop step on the baseline, but he didn't finish it.
Even that swipe at the end, he's got to go away from that. They want to get a cheap foul. The other guy gets the rebound. Nice match right here, right there.
Leaf all around the baseline.
How about that?
Great ball handling, and then he flushes it. Biggest lead of the afternoon for the Bruins.
A little better, even though they fouled, taking Fox's penetration, but he knew the size disparity, a little chicken arm, and good hops at that 10. Big time performer. Can face up, bounce, or do it strong at the rim.
Fox 14 points for Kentucky. He's a good free throw shooter.
And they're not getting much out of their defense right now, and it's hurt them. They've had to play a lot of half court.
De'Aaron had only the second triple-double in Kentucky basketball history. Willis with the offensive rebound and the putback. And that'll help their cause.
It sure does. The pressure hasn't had them cough it up. That's part of the difficulty for Kentucky.
Big Blue Nation making some noise for their defense.
So you got to play him on the tough shot.
Alford misses a three. Willis will clear it. Here comes Fox. All the way.
Pretty good play, not fouling.
Leaf on the handle again. Leaves it on the baseline. Short corner that was partially blocked.
Look who gets it. Good offensive instincts, Leaf.
You can see why he averages 9 rebounds a game. 8.5 to play.
Second possessions are dangerous against either one of these teams.
Trying to throw it down. Took one in the mouth. Here's Willis on the other end, and he'll go to the free throw line.
Boy, this is really impressive, isn't it?
It is.
The physicality at the rim. Oh, goodness. Just love this action, though.
TJ is checking to see if everything's still in place.
You can tell his dad was a player the way he performs. But right here, ball not giving up on. It's a good foul on that open floor. But they counterpunch exceedingly well, Kentucky.
Willis, that's his first missed free throw of the year.
Cal taking advantage of the next timeout, too. Get Adebayo out. Humphreys give him a good solid minutes.
It'll come in 20 seconds or so. And Willis ripped the second one. 8 points for Derek Willis off the Kentucky bench. There's UCLA's foul problems.
Not much mobility up front. Bowman's got to be solid for them.
There's a switch off. But Gabriel now on ball. He's going to try to take advantage of it. The crossover.
Pretty carry.
Almost one too many passes. Gulliman rejected by Humphrey.
Nice play by the big guy.
Fox a pull-up.
Short.
And Lee, guess who? Another rebound.
He is impressive, isn't he? I mean, he's got that altar boy look, but he is a tiger on the floor.
Just set a great pick. The pick off Fox.
Pretty smart, getting a little bit late in the clock. Got to go.
They don't need to go every 13 seconds now, but they're going to whip up a three-pointer. Ball's looking for a foul. Monks on the other end. It was one-on-one for a second, but UCLA got back defensively well. And now they're going the other way. Hamilton off the window.
How about that little kiss? Alford, and look at this, a backcourt. Good call. Hamilton got it, went to backcourt, but Alford's just not a shooter. He can pass.
Kentucky's still in trouble. Every break, it doesn't seem to change. UCLA by 12. Our game summer, UCLA came in as a top shooting team field goal wise in the nation at 55%. They're at 53 right now. Brad Nessler, Bill Raftery, and they're shooting lights out and they're playing defense on the other end, and Kentucky can't close the gap.
It's amazing. They haven't turned the ball over much. They're 2 or 3 this half, so they've been solid, run the clock down. But the one thing with Kentucky, I think they got to go inside a little bit more. Look at the big guy in the bio. He's just a factor.
For UCLA, as we take a look at the AT&T fast analysis, TJ Leaf has been really impressive.
Aggressive on both ends of the floor. Love his tenacity on the offensive end. His poise under fire. Even on a missed dunk, it tells you the inners of this guy. Aggressive. He put it in that one hand, and he may have to go to the dentist when he gets home. Mom may not be happy. Dad must have been a heck of a player.
Yeah, Brad, his dad played 20 years in Israel. Brad and Karen. Yeah, Karen's the one that's worrying about it right now. She said, we didn't pay all that money for braces for him to go lose it against Kentucky at Rupp Arena.
And I think he was born in Tel Aviv and he represented the country in play.
And he has played his heart out today on the road.
Ooh.
for three. That's big.
He is a guy that can lift them outside, and you've got to be there on the catch. That gets them set with the pressure.
Gets them in single digits again. Now they look for a stop on the other end. Leaf working against Gabriel.
Got to come back to this guy.
Trying to leave it in the lane. Picked off. Here comes Malik.
He does some amazing things in the open floor, and that was simplistic by his standard, but all set up by the D.
9-2 Kentucky run. Now can the Bruins on the road hold their composure against this crowd and this team?
This is where you can go with seniors. You got Welsh at the blocks, offensive rebounding.
Alford threw up a prayer, picked up by Monk. Kentucky coming the other way, tried to get it to Fox, and Ball picked it off. And he'll flush it on the other end.
Good aggressive play at the point of attack. Well, you cannot relax in your transition D against the white shirts.
Monk will try another. Got enough. No, where did it go? Went in, came out, went in.
Hamilton's shaking his head a little bit. He's got to be right there, force it on the deck.
It's down to 6. Raft and I are only 2 people in the building sitting.
How good is this, though?
Ball a 3. Right on line. You can see that ball, can't you?
Unbelievable.
We were right behind that. You knew it was going when it left his hand.
He is a guy that makes big shots, too.
Humphreys a trap from the outside.
Nobody jumped. They all nice check out with the blue shirts.
Welsh gets his easiest rebound of the day right there.
He's got that good point forward mentality. Can handle the ball, take the pressure off the guards. We've seen him go.
Here he goes again. Welsh got the rebound and got fouled.
Fox, I think, if they give it to him.
It is, and that's 4.
That is big for them, but, well, it's Saturday, so he doesn't need any prayers, this Monk. He can really drill them, though. I just love his bounce, his attitude. Great-looking stroke, and down the other end, having a ball. Big time. Dagger. And let everybody know.
Welsh at the line is 12 for 12 on the season. 2 for 2 today. He shot 56% inside 17 feet last year for UCLA.
Hey, Brad, I'm sorry. Finish your thought there. Jumped on you.
I was just going to say, this is his wheelhouse. He's 15 feet away. He very seldom misses these.
Well, I'm looking in the backcourt. All the Bruins are in the backcourt, ready for the the push of the basketball.
Fox with 4. That's bad news for Kentucky. He's got to be careful now offensively as well. He'll pick up a charge. Willis the 3.
Right there, too. But they're checking out terrific. And once again, valuing the ball in a better fashion.
Briscoe on ball right now.
Well, they have shortened this game in a seamless fashion. It doesn't look like a slowdown at all.
Leaf got his man in the air. Great move, but missed the shot. They'll get another attempt.
Look at Leaf come in, even though he doesn't get it. That's one you should have kicked back. Valued the possession. Easy jump shot, tough to pass up, but that would have been one where you get an opportunity to use that clock a little bit.
Leaf doesn't take a play off.
Does not. Aggressive.
We're under 4. A lob. Somehow Adebayo got that with a left hand off the window.
Unbelievable. They lobby it to death. Not today. But this is part of their nomenclature. A little hesitation dribble you can see underneath. And that's number 5 on the big guy, isn't it?
Ike is gone. Seesaw back and forth. Number 1 and number 11. Going head to head in early December. Feels like March, doesn't it? Hey, Adam, Rick, and BJ will have all of that. And then Vern Lundquist, Gary Danielson, and Allie LaForce will have the SEC championship from the Georgia Dome in Atlanta. That'll be the final SEC championship of the Georgia Dome before it moves to Mercedes-Benz Stadium next year. Our man Vern, your man Vern.
Yeah.
You told some good Vern stories last night, I got to tell you that.
Well, we can't reveal the public.
No,
but
absolutely.
A sweetheart and a tremendous talent, only exceeded by the person. Here you go. Tee it up. Take away dribble drive and the curls and the give back, particularly up to Welsh.
Kentucky get a stop though. UCLA is going to use some clock here. They get it down under 10.
It's dangerous to go this long. There's Welsh with the little turn.
We said from 17 in.
Alford's the one. He made the turn, took his guy. They helped on him. Welsh widened. Wow.
This kid trying to keep him in it. He's got 24.
I mean, these are deep. I'd suggest you make him put it on the floor.
Down to 3 minutes.
We're going to run it again. Use some post rubs or a ball screen. Little flex and pop.
Welsh again.
Flex and pop. Pretty.
14 for Welsh. 6 Bruins in double figures today, as they have been averaging this year. Monk missed that one.
Bad shot. Going to the well a little bit too often.
Down to 2.5 to go. And a 9-point game.
This is where last year helps Alford. His point guard responsibilities can do a lot of things to help Lonzo Ball. There are a lot of tired guys out here right now. Hands on hips.
Each team with 2 timeouts. We're tired just watching him going up down the floor.
Tired, but enjoying it.
Loving it.
Gotta go.
5 to shoot. Gonna have to hustle just to get one away. I don't think Ball realizes it. Leaf does, but he didn't have enough time. Costly turnover.
And he knows everything too, Lonzo Ball. He just couldn't get vision because of the tenacious defense on the clock at the other end of the floor. Guys got to help you too, though. Let you know.
Monk has 11 of Kentucky's last 14 points.
Fox hasn't been able to turn that corner.
He's going to lob it underneath. And in and out for Adebayo, and Ball's got the rebound.
A lot of banging being committed here. They got the offensive foul.
That's the 4th time. He went one time too many with that forearm.
Went to the well. They had been asking for it all game. Briscoe, tenacious, knows. He knows how to do the... He's not from L.A., but he's got that maneuver. A little showtime, but smart.
And Tanya's doing as much coaching as Steve is behind the bench right now.
Was she hollering at Steve or the referee?
I'm not sure. They've been together since they were 10 years old, 5th grade on.
Oh, she was hollering at him there.
Yeah, exactly.
She's great company yesterday to chat about the kids. And you mentioned Corey, who loves the coaching too.
And his son just picked up his 2nd foul. See if it turns into Kentucky points, though.
Now, they came with a great game plan here. Once they settle down, every trip was solid.
Ooh, Fox got it, never landed, but he somehow got it up on a scoop shot out the window.
He's clever. That's where he's got to go. They got a timeout, Kentucky.
With 1:39 to go. Kentucky trying to creep back into it, but they're still down by 7. Kentucky's got the possession arrow. They're down to 1 timeout. They trail by 7. I don't know how many Kentucky games I have done. I would wager to guess 60 or 70 in this building. I don't think I've ever seen them give up 89 points.
Well, they've always been so solid defensively under John, no question about it. But this is a high-powered offensive team. They got to value the possession. There's going to be a lot of bumping and pressure. Got to be tougher with the ball.
Fox trying to stay with ball with 4 fouls.
How about that?
Ball goes by everybody.
Everybody thinking he's going to slow down. Little slow down and then blow by with the left all the way.
Bruins with 91 points on the road.
He stepped
on the baseline for the third time.
And good poise not to foul either. Little offense, defense, and that is a big play at the other end. You can just see, no question about it. He's got to know where he is. Location.
I don't know if their practice facility is 3 inches longer or what Isaiah's problem is. But
maybe his game shoes are longer. They got to get a stop here, no question about it. Offense here with Holiday on the floor, little run and jump.
Did they get it over back?
They got to
throw it away anyway.
I asked John, do you do the run and jump? He said they do it on their own. That was from the bench.
Yep.
Half-court trap.
Welsh is going to check back in for the Bruins.
Yeah, they went with the guards to handle the basketball. Now they need the big guy at this end.
Well, Monk's been the #1 scorer today for Kentucky, #5. He's got 4 threes out there. They're going to use as little clock as possible. Briscoe now at the point. They'll drop it to Fox, and he lost the handle.
I don't know whether they go to Adebayo because he's got Welsh with the fouls. He's had 2 jumpers at the other end.
And he's going to make his own shot.
That's #5. I think if they give it to him or Leaf, I'm not sure.
It's going to be on Leaf. But Adebayo at the free throw line is not what they wanted on that possession.
Now, on the other end, though, Welsh is a guy that's killing him with that little pick and pop kind of thing, baseline bump.
Down to 52.5 seconds. Bam Adebayo. Not close on that one. He's got 14 points.
A little trap, I think, on the inbounds here. See if they get some rotation mid-court, get a steal, Kentucky. And you got to be in the right spot, step to the ball. There you go.
15, which matches his career high. Oh, season high, I should say.
They go with the 4 guards again. Or 3.5 with Leaf. Pass at the feet.
You see the look on Coach Alford's face. That tells the whole story.
You're excited to get it in. You don't anticipate. See if they spin out to the rim.
And that play in practice about 10 times yesterday on the inbound Monk. That's short. And Leaf's got another rebound.
They're going to give him the foul.
And Briscoe's going to foul him. Sending Leaf to the free throw line on the other end, and time is running out on the #1 team in the country. We talked about all the upsets already here in the opening month of the season. UCLA came in unblemished, best start in 3 years, but at 8-0, people were saying, how good are they? And they haven't been on a true road game yet. They're going to go from #11 to considerably higher if they hold on to this.
I think we both said that, didn't we?
Yeah, probably.
But A&M, I thought, was a good test for us.
Right.
Texas A&M, got some size, ability. And played a little more zone against them.
Well, I mentioned earlier, I don't know that I've ever seen Kentucky give up this many points. This is the most ever allowed under Calipari at Kentucky, 92. Leaf drained them both.
I think they had their chances in the first half. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
And they were not going to comfort you on UCLA.
Briscoe forced to shoot a 3. It's not what they're looking for, but time is running out on Kentucky, and their perfect start as Willis will send Alford to the free throw line on the other end, and that UCLA bench now, they sense it. Everybody up.
What a road win this is. I mean, you have your team in your grasp right now as a coaching staff. They believe the philosophy, the analysis of the scouting report. And Mom agrees too. A little toughness.
Their son at the free throw line. A rare miss.
He's not supposed to miss.
He's an 83% free throw shooter.
In that house. Nothing but plaudits for this kid, his attitude. Never look back. Not concerned what people said. And they are going to be a tough out as this season progresses. They're getting better defensively. The rebounding's been impressive today.
They got a lot of weapons too. Here's Fox for 3. He got it. Could have used that about a minute ago. And Kentucky takes its final timeout. 24 seconds away from an upset for UCLA.
They are going to be there at the end. One of those teams that Brooks injured and get everybody back healthy. They're going to be a tough out. This is the danger now, getting it in, and they get the final.
Oh, and they got it out.
That's like a 5-second call. And I prematurely, and Steve just threw the water cooler down.
At least it wasn't a chair.
Yeah.
And the clipboard's going too. There goes the clipboard.
That's two hand-delivered opportunities. Oh, they can look to see who it's off at this.
In the meantime, John Calipari basically gets a timeout to try to diagram a play.
No, I think they got it right, don't you?
I think so. But definitely worth a look.
Well, you got to make your cuts sound quickly. Give an open passing opportunity to a guy, then you got to step through the ball and check the time as well, I'm sure.
That all looks about right to me.
A couple of tenths, maybe.
Now Kentucky got to within 6 with 5:20 to go. They got it down to 80-74, and then immediately, ball came down, hit that big three, and really, UCLA never looked back. They came in averaging 97 a game, which is 3rd in the country, and they're very close to that right now.
Now, you've got to guard well, challenge the three-point shot, run them off the line. If you're UCLA and counter that, I think you got to go to the rim as quickly as you can. You don't have anything, you may find a spot-up shooter.
The best three-point shooter for Kentucky is Monk, who came in with 21, has 4 today, which is actually on pace to first 7 games of the season, better than Jody Meeks did back in his record-setting year of 08-09.
Well, he could fill it up, couldn't he?
Oh, man.
He's still getting the timing adjusted, but you want to force Kentucky to use some clock, and conversely, Kentucky really wants to bang it in there as fast as possible.
Yeah, we got to get the clock fixed here.
They were giving it for 2 minutes.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, we're getting 2:38 instead of 23.8. Adebayo got a hustle. Fox 3 short. Adebayo's going to get it back and lay it in, and Welsh is gone.
Boy, Steve is beside himself on the sideline, the mistakes they've made. And again, that's what these games are all about. You're unaccustomed to this kind of heat, pressure. You see nobody sticks a body in, you give away an easy one, an opportunity.
Not sure, it looked like he said, "What are you doing?" Well, he's sitting. Well, that's his 5th foul, and Adebayo's got a chance for a 3-point play. And he got it, and it's down to 5. Not over yet.
This guy can make free throws if they foul him, and they are.
They will. Monk had to, had no choice.
Yep.
Bryce missed 1 of his last 2 from the line.
And no give up in the Cats either, though. Struggled with their offensive maneuvers, and pretty good counter defensively by UCLA.
Wow. Almost missed that one, too. Of course, when you're Steve Alford's son, you don't miss many, because Steve led the nation in free throw shooting as a freshman.
How about that? And this kid's good without the ball like his dad. This one should swish because he got a break on that one. No.
Oh, rattled out. Kentucky's got a hustle. Down to 10 seconds. Willis for 3.
Got it.
Got it. No timeouts, though.
No, he called timeout.
Oh, UCLA took one. Leaf got a little rattled on the baseline with 8.3 in a 3-point game.
How about this?
Don't go anywhere.
Woo, hold on. How about this? Hanging tough.
8.3 left. And there's a lot of people that have already made their way outside of Rupp Arena.
And look how fast they get the ball up the floor, too. Just attack, kick, the guy that can make the shot, stay at home on him, but you had to help on Fox with the initial attack. Oh, these guys here, the highs and lows.
Kentucky was down by 11 and looked completely out of it. They've gone on a 9-1 run in just a matter of seconds. Wow, what a way to tip off the year.
It's been unbelievable. The big thing now is getting free and then enabling Leaf to find somebody. PJ, good vision with the size, so even if they put a big guy on the ball, he'll be able to make the pass, but I'm sure they're going to angle it in such a way they can get either a 5-second call or a trap in that corner and then give it if they have to, but go for that steal. after the initial pass, maybe the rotation in the middle of the floor.
UCLA led 76-62 at one point in this half. And we said the Cats wouldn't go away. They haven't, but there's only 8.3 to play.
I'd still want Alford to get the ball. I know he's missed a couple, but let's see how they get Ball to take it out. A nice change on things.
They get it to him, and he will go back to the free throw line.
Nice change on the timeout, too. You get your best ball handler, decision maker to inbound it.
Good thing for Kentucky. That only took 0.9 seconds off the clock.
They get the free timeout.
Thought for a second UCLA had taken their final, but that's not the case. So Bryce Alford, who is 2 of his last 4.
They've got everybody back. I think they've got to move up a little to pressure the dribbler, force him to turn once, so they use some clock on the inbounds if they're made.
There's the swish you were talking about.
Yeah, kid's too tough.
And this one would put them on their season average and probably give them a huge road upset. Got them both.
They can turn once.
Fox will have to hoist it from way outside. And top-ranked Kentucky down by number 11 UCLA on their home floor. It doesn't happen very often.
What a solid performance. Both clubs showing what they can be like as the year progresses, too.
They did it last year on their home floor. This year they do it in more dramatic fashion on Kentucky's home floor. What a game.
Talk about satisfying wins. This is one of those, special against this ranked opponent.
We're going to see both these teams in a couple of weeks out in Vegas, the CBS Sports Classic. I only hope that those 2 games are going to be as good as this one. Well, that guy's not so lonely anymore. We're going to hear from the winners from UCLA as they pull off a 5-point victory when we come back.